everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Malika Malaysia. I'm showing you all how I make whipped shea butter. Of course, here are all the ingredients, but feel free to use any of your choice. I have shea butter, castor oil, tea tree oil, avocado oil, grape seed oil, a mason jar to store the butter, and a hand mixer. Okay, so first you want to start off with water and you want to put it on the stove. I always like to melt my butter down on low heat because you don't want to overheat the shea butter. And the higher the heat, less it takes the benefits out of the shea butter. So always melt it on low setting. Okay, once it is done, I'm going to take it out, and then that's when I add my oils, the castor oils and the grapeseed oil that you've seen at the beginning. I'm going in with tea tree oil, castor oil, avocado oil, and grapeseed oil. And then I usually add a couple drops of my fragrance oil, which we are doing a vanilla. And then you want to stir it a couple times before you pop it in the freezer, which I freeze my butter for 20 minutes. Okay, so once it is done, you're going to take it out of the freezer. And then now I'm just showing you all how it looks once you take it out of the freezer. You don't want it to get frozen because then it will be hard to, mix it. So I usually like to mix mine for 15 minutes. I mean, you can always mix it, 5, 10 to 15 minutes, but the longer you mix it, the more bigger it gets and fluffy. But in this video, I only did, I think, 10 minutes. I didn't do the whole 15 minutes, but the longer you whip it, the more bigger it gets. And then also be mindful when you whip the butter, in the beginning, it's always going to look like egg-like, but then always whip with your speed no lower than 2. So you need to be higher than the 2 settings. And then also I usually stop during my mixing, and I will add a couple more drops of my fragrance oil, and then I'll go back again to mixing. And then as you notice, the texture changed. Once you keep whipping it for a while, the texture will change. And then as I mentioned earlier, this butter is for my personal use. Otherwise, when making it for my customers, make sure to always wear gloves. So now I'm just showing you all how I would put the butter into the jar, which you can just scoop it out. But this method, I feel like I can get all of the butter in the jar without wasting the butter. Okay, so now we're just going to get the butter ready to scoop and put inside of the Ziploc bag. And I just think that this method is easy than just scooping it all in at once into the jar, because like I said, you can get more into your, if it's a small jar, you can get more in. Okay, so then once you get it all in, you'll just push all the butter down to the bottom, so it'll be easy to come all out at once and not have a lot of air bubbles. And voila, there goes her butter. So like right now I'm just showing you all what it looks like and the texture, but like I said, this butter that I made for the sake of the video is just for me, my personal use. Like I said, normally you want to make sure since I do sell these butters and make them, I would, normally use gloves, but right now this is just for me. But if you're interested in purchasing the butter and you don't have time to make it, sis, then look up my website at www.herbutterhergloss.com, and we make all vegan and cruelty-free products, body butter, body scrubs, and lip glosses. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to, of course, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you've ever made shea butter yourself, and all the ingredients will be listed below in the measurements. Till then, see you guys.